Hey everybody, Dan Schutte from Shoreview Natives. We're at a site here in Duluth, Minnesota. I thought I'd take a second and just kind of show how we maintain these sites in the spring. So this is actually one of our most challenging sites we've ever had, just based on the stuff that was here before we started to try to establish a native garden. So there was snow on the mountain, creeping Charlie, tansy, buckthorn. If you live in the Midwest, those all probably make you cringe a little bit when you think about a no chemical site prep. So we covered this site for 2 years with black plastic, left it bake in the sun. It's a southern facing slope, and so we got a pretty good kill, but on the margins, as you know, all those plants I mentioned, if you're not going big or using a chemical on the margins, a lot of times those are going to creep back in. So we put in a lot of really aggressive plants, native plants. Some of those include like a small white aster, a bee balm, a pearly everlasting, things that really have strong rhizomatous growth. And we also use, you'll see more of this over the course of the summer, this gray tan fabric here is a weed suppressant mat. We put this on almost every site that we plant, and it does an awesome job of suppressing the weeds between the plants that you put in, and it keeps those back while those rhizomatous aggressive native plants are spreading. So I'll kind of show you how that works. This plug, when we put it in, it was just one cell out of a 6-pack, deep rooted, about, I don't know, the size of half of your fist. And so we put that in, and it starts to rhizome out, and you can see this kind of it's got a lot more stems than just the one we planted a couple years ago. And the cool thing is, over the years, this stuff actually spreads underneath this mat. And so as you take this back, you can kind of fold it under, and you can see there that's a pearly everlasting that's going to occupy that entire space. Here it popped right through the mat. And we've actually got a little bit of bee balm down there too. So in the spring we do a lot of this. We open it up, make sure our desirable native plants have their space, and keep that weed suppressant mat intact to keep suppressing the weeds like it's supposed to while the native plants get established. So it's been a good process. I'll be the first to say this isn't a perfectly clean site just based on what we had, but it's a heck of a lot nicer to look at than all those other plants that were occupying the space. We've probably got 30 or 40 species over this hillside, and it is just full of life in the June, July, August period once these all start blooming. So just little shots. Stay tuned. We'll show how we install this weed suppressant mat. We'll talk more about some of the tricks and hacks that we've used that make it work as well as it does for us. So stay tuned. Thanks for joining us.